Değerli SSport izleyenleri, 3 saniyeye hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Her hafta olduğu gibi basketbola dair en özel konular ve en özel konuklarla bu haftada sizlerleyiz. Bu haftaki konuğumuz Darüşşafaka'da forma giyen Amerikalı oyuncu Troy Caupain. How are you, Troy?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for coming here. Did you like the studio?
The studio is very nice.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in, I would not expect it all this in here, but
Really?
yeah, it's nice.
Why? I mean, it's...
I don't know. This is underground.
Yeah, it's underground, and it's like a secret place,
Yeah.
you know? We build a very great atmosphere, and you're quite familiar with the NBA logos and the teams. We're going to talk about them on the show right now. But how are you? How's your Istanbul journey going?
I'm doing well, right? Turkey, I heard so much about it. You know, it's the meeting point in the world. Mm-hmm. You know, every flight comes through here. You hear about, you know, the history, the art, the world about it. But, you know, to have the opportunity to experience it, I think is something different. For sure, I don't get out much, but just being around the culture and witnessing the Turkish culture, it's very nice.
But do you like our food?
Of course, best cuisine I've ever had.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, what's your favorite plate? You, like kebab, maybe like some, you know, dish with meat and pilav, the rice. I mean,
that's it, the rice.
The rice?
You can put any meat you want to put with it, but the rice is crazy.
This is crazy. You know why? Because D-Boss was my guest, and he said the same thing. Your rice, the Turkish rice.
Something about it.
Oh, okay. That's great to know. That's great to know. Okay, that's also another maybe publicity for us to, you know, put outside of the world to show the other people. And so we will talk about you, your career, your experiences, the paths that you've been through, and why did you choose basketball? That's my first question.
I chose basketball. It was just kind of like my safe space growing up. I was a three-sport athlete. I played baseball, I played football, and basketball. But there was a point in time in my career where there was no like option. Right? Mom was like, either you're gonna go to the military, you're gonna be smart in school, or you're gonna do something in sports, right? Like college, how am I gonna pay for college, or how are we gonna do this, right? So it was kind of like a motivational thing for me. It's like, well, school, I'm okay.
Right.
Not touching the military. And I was really good at sports.
You were scared because of that?
Not really scared. It was just a motivational tool growing up. Like, I don't want to, you hear so many stories, or like you know people growing up that never make it past high school, because high school is guaranteed, I guess. And once maybe around my sophomore year of high school is when I really started taking it serious. Like, mom was like, you're not playing nothing else. Like, it's just basketball. AAU coaches was like, it's only basketball. And then I started getting good, and then, you know, you start getting interviews, you start looking at yourself online. And it's like, wow, you can really do something about it. And then I put it all into it.
Oh, wow. But I didn't know that you played baseball, football, and basketball, like all three together. But why you didn't choose baseball and chose basketball? Because you were better than all those other stuff?
Yeah, basically. But at baseball, I got hit with the ball too many times. It hurt. I was scared to swing. Football, it's like an injury-prone sport if you think about it.
True.
And then basketball, basketball,
it's just
up
basketball.
and down, you make your own contact, and do all that.
So you're from New York. You studied high school in where? Virginia, and then after you went to Cincinnati for college, and you played NCAA, right?
Yeah, about 4 years.
How was that? How was that period of your time? Like, how did you feel to play professionally for the first time?
Professional?
Like, because NCAA is professional, you know, before the serious professional career.
For sure. So, I always wanted to play in the Big East. That was like the biggest thing for me growing up. So when Cincinnati recruited me, that was the only thing that was on my mind. That was my biggest school recruit, one. But it would give me the opportunity to play Madison Square Garden. I've always been a dream of mine. Big East tournament was there every year. And when they came to my school my junior year, it kind of just clicked. The coaching staff, they connected with my mom. They liked the way I played, it fit their aura, I guess. And coach was like, yo, like, it's a big opportunity, like, you can do it. I'm like, all right. So I get to school, I'm 17, I'm the youngest one on my team. You know, we got the adults and stuff. And he's like, yo, it's no time to be scared. Like, it's straight physical here. So that's when I had to put my big boy shoes on and learn through the growing pains of waking up early, you know, having to be more disciplined, going to school, maintaining school, and then still having to be able to perform for my teammates at a high level. So I feel like I had to learn the way of life early.
Right.
Couldn't sleep in, miss class, couldn't be late to practice, had to eat, had to fit this in, had to fit that there, and then still be able to wake up the next morning.
But aren't they so many responsibilities for that age, you know? But you click, you're thinking about one dream, right? You want to become an NBA player. Was that your main dream? Main goal. And many responsibilities. You have to study, you have to graduate, you have to go to practice, you have to play the ball. Like so, and then you have to also, did you take care of your family that time?
My mom got a good job in Virginia. My dad, he's doing well in New York. So it wasn't like taking care, but I also wasn't getting like big money. So I wasn't trying to ask them for money all the time, right? Because sometimes they didn't have it, or sometimes they tried their best, they did everything, right? I'm not gonna say I was, from the bottom, but I'm not gonna say I'm from the top either. So just, figuring out myself, I couldn't, if I spent too much money or spent my check that I was getting from school, like I had to learn, like, I can't get no more money. Like,
so that's a responsibility.
You gotta figure it out. Yeah.
Exactly. That's also one of the main responsibilities, that you have to figure it out. So isn't it too much for that age?
No, it's never too much, because some people grow up at the age of 12.
Right.
Some people grow up it's no excuse. Just when it's your time, it's your time. And for sure, when I first got there, I had my struggles. I had my, growing pains of being away from home, how to manage money, how to do this, and still have a time to have a life, right? And I would say, yeah, just growing up, it taught me a lot, but I couldn't complain, because at the end of the day, it could be worse. Right. That's a quote that I kind of go by, like, at the end of the day, it could be worse.
Right. And then was it on 2016 that you were undrafted? 17. Yeah. So when that happened, what was going through your mind? Like, did you think anything very negative, or were you still having hopes to be in NBA?
I still had hopes of being in the NBA, but it was definitely like, it was a sour feeling, because I had a great career at Cincinnati for 4 years. And besides what everybody else thinks, the numbers don't lie, right?
Okay. Right.
If you really do your research, the numbers don't lie. So I might not have stood out in the front eye, but I didn't come from Duke, I didn't come from Kentucky, right? The one schools that you guaranteed to go. But the opportunity, I felt like 30-win season, assist leader, right? It all can write it down, and you can all be like, well, the opportunity should have been there. So that feeling that I thought was like, all right, so you got to go get it another way.
Right.
Boom. Draft workouts, cool. Then went to the G League, and that was like a humbling experience, because you go from having a great college career, from being a man on campus, to then going to the G League, and then it's like, all right, well, little money, right? Hard travel, no more charter planes, no more.
It's not a charter plane?
No, you fly regular.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
You fly regular. So you back to square one. So it's definitely a humbling experience. Because it's like, all right, well, that opportunity isn't there, so you're really not as popping as you thought you were. So let's take another route. Yeah. You got your opportunity in the G.
Exactly. And then you've been to Summer League. Yeah. And there was this game, 30 points and 10 rebounds or assists, right?
That was through the G. That was through the G League. But Summer League,
you played
Summer League too.
Yeah, you played good on the Summer League, because I watched your highlights. So, but when you were playing that time, were you thinking, if it's not going to happen, okay, I have another opportunity where I can fly overseas and play in Europe?
No. I told myself at the age of 24 is when I start going over, would be the reason why I would go. I had 3 years, and in these 3 years, if I don't, make it, then it's time to start providing for my family. Like, it's time to start seeing some real money. Yeah. And my first year in the G, Summer League, then to the G League, great year. Back then, another thing, you look at the numbers, is struggling. But then I went to Summer League again. Got the two-way the next year. Two-way happened, played out. Nothing happened after that. Then I went to Summer League with the Wizards. Yeah. Right? And same thing. Nothing happened after that. So then it was like, all right, well, the opportunity always going to be there, but now it's time because I love the game. Like, I'm not going to keep stressing myself out or keep telling myself, like, yo, you're not, what's going on? Like, you must not be that, or you not that. Like, I'm putting in hours. I'm going hard. I'm working out summer, not going here, missing out on trips. Like, but then what are you doing it for? Right now, you're doing it for just because you want to make it to the NBA, or are you just doing it for money now? And now it's time for you to see.
Exactly, but you know, some players are thinking if they're in G League, they have a chance to go to NBA, as you said, you know. But when a player shows himself in overseas in Europe, I think it's more chance than you have it in G League. No. From your experience, did you experience that? For example, PJ Tucker, let's talk about him. He didn't come from G League, he came from Europe. You know, he played in different, Israel, Italy, different places in Europe. So when you look at that example, what comes to your mind?
Different times. He's older. He had a solid career, but at the time when he came back, they were looking for more older, veteran guys that know the game.
Defense
and physical. But now if you go, 5 years after, he still got a name for playing defense and being physical. But if you look at the draft prospects, if you look at everybody that's coming in, they one and dones, not even going to school.
Sure.
You know, potential, you know, what they see. So then it's like, no matter, say I'm 26, 27, and I'm performing, but do they really need that right now? Or are we looking to develop somebody?
Right.
Or are we trying to do this? I don't know. I'm not a GM guy, but from my thoughts on it.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, from my thoughts, it's like, it's like, if it's your time, it's your time. But like, if not, don't
Nothing can change it. That's true.
Don't put your life on pause because something that you don't know is guaranteed.
Yeah, and when you go and look back, have you ever had a thought or still have a thought that I think I can change that. I could have changed that. Were there any moments in your career that you said?
Yeah.
What was that?
When I was playing really good. My first year went to the playoffs. First year Lakeland, numbers was good. Second year we was first in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
Playoffs again. We lost to the Long Island Nets at the buzzer, but.
Yeah, that's
still, the numbers was good. We was first, and then you just have that thought in your head, like the opportunity. What do I do more to get the chance, or what do I do here to get the opportunity?
Yeah.
And it's like it's a mind-boggling situation sometimes, because if you feel and you hear other people, you know, telling you like, yo, it's close, like it's this, you this close, your foot in the door, yada yada, and then you don't get the opportunity. It's like it's demoralizing for real. Like you get so upset, like well, try again next year. Or then you answer the phone when it's time to, well, we got these teams over here that's willing to double what you're making, and you get the opportunity to play. So what do you choose?
That's how you chose Israel for the first time?
For the first time.
I mean, you played in Italy for the second league team, but you chose Israel Hapoel for the first time as a professional overseas place in your career. And how was that experience for you? You flew to Israel, another culture, you know, different people, different language. I mean, as you know, we talk culture. How did you experience that?
It was good for my first time. Tel Aviv is an amazing city. I was in Holon, but it's right 15 minutes from there. It was actually really nice. I'm an only child, right? So being away from home and experiencing new things is not really new. I actually kind of like it because once I get the opportunity to see another culture, and then it's like exciting to me if I can thrive in somewhere like I have no idea where I'm at. So if I can get to A to B, or like I can order food, or I can, you know, have a basic conversation but not really know, but try because I'm in their area, it's kind of like, oh, all right, well, you're doing something. Like you're making away with life right now, because you can be closed off, you can be like not here, or be upset that you're not where you want to be, but it's like, damn, you get the opportunity to walk the beach or say hello to somebody, or
have a conversation, basic conversation.
Yeah.
But I think some people think that you guys as overseas players' lives are so good, like they're amazing, because you go to that place, this city, that city, you experience that food and this place, it's a very colorful life. And do you take advantage out of it?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
You should.
I know. A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that. And I'm like, I don't know. Just coming from practice, coming from this doing this, like I just want to be at home. I just want to be at home.
Okay, you're a more closed person, you know, characteristically. Yeah. Okay, but you should be more open because really, like the life that you're living, it's some people's dream life that you're, you know, having. Yeah. You're traveling, you're experiencing that and this, and so Israel. After Israel, you went to play for Germany, right?
No, I went to Belgium actually. We lost in Champions League in Israel, and my contract was up from that. So then I got a chance to go play in Oostende for Belgium to finish the year before COVID hit. And so I only got to play there for like a month, but I played like 4 or 5 games. But it was on lockdown, but it was cool. And then it was that 5-month period, full lockdown in America, and then I went to Germany.
And then you went to Germany, and you had a great season in the Euro Cup with Germany with ULM, right? Ulm, yeah. And so Ulm was a good experience for you because you chose to come to another great club in Turkey as Darüşşafaka.
It was like the coaches really for me. And I had coach Jaka Lakovic, a EuroLeague legend, but he was like, he talked it up, like, we're trying to win, we like what you do, mental, physical, confidence, leadership. Like, I played point guard, we can mesh, and we meshed, right? It was a great season. And after that, my coach, Seljuk, right now, he and coach are like close. And with my agent, they're close too, and he kind of is the same way. Like, he's a player's coach, very open, very willing to talk to you. And when we spoke on the phone, it just kind of connected again, more than the other people that I have spoke to. Right? And then I did my research, and I was like, wow, you know, physical is kind of like my story for real. Like Darüşşafaka, middle of the pack team. You know,
great basketball culture.
Yeah, great. Right, great. From winning to you know, Euro Cup, hit, all that.
You know,
So he's like, I'm trying to bring people that continue that winning culture, that vibe that we have. Like, maybe it's not, you know, EuroLeague, it's not Gala, it's not Fenner, it's not FS, right? But you know, we are that mentally. Like, we come with physical, we come with toughness, we come with leadership, and anybody can be any given day. And it stuck out to me. And I'm like, yo, coach, that's legit. Like, let's do it. And it's been Dutchka ever since.
Yeah, and then you're happy with Dutchka?
Yeah. I mean, why not? You know, nobody expected us to be where we're at right now. You know, we got some big wins under our belt. The school, you know, you can see the kids when they run around, they always, you know, look at you, say hello, you know, talk, got the little concert. That's my little conversation I got.
Really? Yeah, with the kids?
Yeah.
What advices do you give to them?
I don't really, you know,
you're not an advice guy?
No, I am, like, but I can't really translate it.
Okay.
Right? So it's more like
But kids understand you. They all speak in English, no? Some of them.
A little bit, but it's more like a merhaba abi. You know?
Okay. Oh, you know Turkish.
No, I just know the basic.
That's all? Yeah. Only Turkish words are merhaba abi?
No, that's hello. And you say, what, next to him? They say, iyiyim sen. And they give him a pound, and then they keep it pushing.
Okay.
And that like makes their little day.
Yeah, exactly. Because when we used to, I mean, when Darüşşafaka used to be in the Euro Cup, we used to do the interviews, courtside interviews. And I was seeing those kids, you know, after Doğuş Özdemiroğlu or after Sinan Güler, hey, can we get a sign? You know, can we get a autograph? And they're like, they're so warm. You guys are super warm with the kids, and it gives them hope, you know. Sure. And they're looking for you, looking to see you on the court, the way that you play. It's just like their activity, but their best activity. So how do you see the young kids, the way that they look at the basketball, this sport?
Well, you know, when we play our home games, they are most of our fans. Like, you got the couple over the families and stuff, but right behind our bench is the little kids, and they going crazy.
For you.
Going crazy.
Yeah.
So it really sounds like they really want to, you know, get into it. And then for school days, they play this game in the other gym. It's the soccer game. And it's really like a soccer game. Like, they at the top of the arena, top of the practice joint, drums, screaming, clapping, like class versus class. Yeah. And it's just the culture like that they have. Like, winning culture or just being, coming with good energy. Like, of course, kids go do it. They not really struggling, but you know the story behind it. And it's like, when you see them and they look so happy, it's like, wow. And the teachers and everybody there, it's like, wow, y'all really giving them hope because they could be doing something else. Yeah. Especially from what I know in America, like, kids that don't come with families and all that good homes, like, it could be way worse. And you just see them and it's like, you can't be mad.
But Darüşşafaka is a great place where they can, have the education, sports, arts, everything, and you're playing in a very great club in Istanbul. As you said, the coach, Selçuk Ernak, how was your relationship with him and with your teammates?
Very good. He's definitely, a tough guy. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but I think that's how he gets the best out of us. The way the Turkish culture is like tough. Sure. But if they let you in, then you win, right? But it takes a while to get in. And we started on beginning of the year, we not really butted heads, but we wasn't doing things the right way, always on the line. It's tough. He's yelling, screaming, and then you start putting things together and then you start seeing him open up a little and then it's like, all right, well, he wants the best for us. Like, he's trying to put us in the best position as well as he's trying to win too, because it's good for him.
And you won against Fenerbahce.
Yeah.
That day, everyone was like, some people, they were not watching the game, and everyone, after that, I think during the last 4 or 5 minutes, they're like, okay, we have to watch this game because Darüşşafaka is playing real good. What was the secret of that win?
There's no secret. It's just...
Because they didn't play because of the COVID and all of that, because people are talking in that way.
I mean, yes, I can agree with that, but they get paid the big bucks. Like, everybody on their squad, that's a EuroLeague team, right? They just come off COVID and Cheska was coming in from Russia, like, everybody got to play. Yeah. And that was like our thing. Like, our mentality this year is physical toughness, like, defense, get stops, ball might not fall, right? So it kind of always gives us an opportunity. And then even if you don't feel like coming to play, then we're going to walk over you. But if you come to play, then the game, it's going to be a good game. Yeah. So this weekend, when we was playing, it was like, we just come up with a loss from Spain too, in Burgos. So it was like, nah, we can't go out like that. Like, that's not our aura. Like, we got to pick it up. Practice was great. Everybody wants to play good for the big teams. We had high energy, and they just happened to come out and the ball was falling that day.
And I want to ask you this, because recently we see this. I mean, it happens all the time in basketball, but as we call underdog teams, right? For example, Manresa won overtime against Barcelona. Gaziantep won against Efes. You guys are not underdog, but you're not a Fenerbahce, as you said, with the big money, but you're talented. And we see more talented guys, more talented teams are, their fans or the audience, they're not giving the same respect as they give to the big, clubs, teams. What do you think about that? Like, how can we do more stuff? Because I'm a media guy, I'm a media girl. I'm doing interviews with you, and I'm trying to, do the like my researches and put you out there for the audience to watch you and learn about you, but how the other stuff to be more effective on the other teams than Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, and Efes?
I think they just have a stereotype of winning. Right? You can't.
What is that stereotype?
They win.
Okay.
Like, they got the biggest fan base from soccer to now, and they still win. Okay. Right? Their culture is winning. So when you expect Gaziantep Efes, like, what do you say when you see it on the schedule? They're gonna blow them out. Yeah. I don't need to see that. Or when you see such and such versus such and such, what are you gonna say? But then all of a sudden it's a shocker. Then next game, everybody want to come out and see. So it's just a stereotype of winning. Like, Gaziantep or the other teams, they wasn't supposed to be the big games that they won, so nobody was expecting them to win. So now that they win, now they get talked about. And it's like, oh, all right, well, it's the same team that's coming next week when we play Bursa. Okay. Are you going to come out and see that team or nah? Because
But I'm saying people should watch every single team's games, you know? They should go to with the vaccination, that's the main thing, with the mask on, but they should go and watch and attend those games because those games are amazing. Like I'm watching them. But some of my friends are calling me, say, okay, Deniz, look at Gaziantep. They're winning against Efes. And I'm like, yeah. Because they're a good team, and Efes maybe didn't pay more attention than they should pay more attention. But you're right. There are stereotypes of winning. Yeah, I wanted to understand from your own perspective as a player how you think and how you see about that. But what's your main goal after Darüşşafaka? Or first of all, let me ask you this: in Darüşşafaka, what's your main goal, and then afterwards, what's your main goal?
My main goal with Dutchka, I wrote down at the beginning of the season, was make it to the top 16 in Champions League and be a playoff contender in the Turkish league. Because the Turkish league is the second best league in Europe behind Spain. And the Champions League is how you really get noticed. Right? After the round of 32 is when they really start watching the European games. So that was my main goal for this season at the beginning.
At the beginning, and then how do you see the Basketball Champions League going for you?
We are down 1-0 to Spain right now, to Burgos, but we have a chance on the 18th at home versus them to tie it up. It's been up and down. It's been up and down for me personally. It's been up and down, but as a team, like. We made it this far. We didn't win as much as we did at the beginning of this series. We came third behind Cluj and Halon, but those are opportunities that we kind of wasted. You know? And I think from those games to where we are now, two different teams. So we'll see what's going to happen next.
And your personal goal?
My personal goal is to make it back to the NBA because I did get a little taste of it. But now it's to make as much money as possible while I keep growing up.
But what is the taste?
That I didn't get the full experience. Like I didn't get to spend a whole year. I just got like a little hint. I got to, get all the gear, practice facilities, travel, put on the jersey, got an opportunity to score a little bit, play some time. You kind of get spoiled. Yeah. You get spoiled. When you get to see that, you're like, oh, you there, but you're not really there. It's like sleeping in a king size bed and then going back home and you got a twin size bed. Like it's not the same. You don't hit the same.
So do you think you'll make it?
Do I think I'll make it?
Yeah, because when you make it, we have to use that part on Twitter.
Yeah.
Cut that part.
Do I think I'll make it? Yes. But am I in a rush? Nah. Like I'm not gonna stress myself out saying like NBA, no, because right now, EuroLeague or another team, you can make as much money as possible. Like I can make 6 figures here and then be okay when I go back home, right? Put down for a house or invest into here and still be okay like I played in the NBA.
And you think as a point guard, you're better than most of the point guards in EuroLeague?
It's not my decision, but my confidence level is very high. Like when I play against other people, it's the same. Like they got to guard me like I guard them.
Because I think you are.
Thank you.
That's why I'm asking you.
I appreciate that.
I think, and some of the audience and some of the basketball fans think the same thing, And you have a great skill, you have a great energy, chemistry, the momentum that you bring on the court with your teammates. It's a different level. That's why I asked you about the NBA question. That do you think you're going to make it to the NBA? And but how do you see yourself right now in your life, other than basketball?
I see myself as like a happy-go-lucky person. Okay. I come with good energy, solid, stable. I have my downfalls, that can be changed, but
we're humans.
But personally, if you get to know me, I think I'm a very genuine person, honest, tell you how it is straight up, and then we can have a good time. Like I'm not stressing, I'm not tripping. I don't want you to be stressing. I don't want nobody else to be tripping. I live my life, as my mom would say, march to the beat of your own drum.
Oh, okay. And thank you for joining in our show. And do you have any message to the basketball fans that you would like to say throughout this show?
As a personal player, to everybody else that plays, we love the support behind us. For your team, who you like, and for Dutchka fans, just don't give up. It's a long season. We have our ups and downs, but stay positive for us. We really, really can use that.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with us on our show. And see you maybe at the game.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Değerli SSport izleyenleri, haftaya tekrardan yeni bir 3 saniyede görüşmek dileğiyle. Hoşça kalın.